All right, so the Cowboys' first day in practice getting ready for Giants week, and you see some players change some numbers around. And Hunter will be wearing number 40, so 40 ounce will be him, and we will see what he will do for week one against the Giants. So shout out to Hunter wearing number 40 there. And we see Cedric Redwine, he working the chords, he's working himself to get back to the 53-man roster. I believe he made the practice squad as he continued to work, and shout out to him. Kudos and credence for him making the team collectively. And we can look at my guy, Dono. Dono is one of those guys that we can all pencil in as an accelerator, right? We call him the assassin. He had 5 sacks last season, 2 intentional groundings, which should be counted as sacks or what have you, an INT as well. So he was everywhere, and he is finally working the chords slowly. Take your time, Dono. Don't rush yourself. I can't wait to see him out there on the field as well. And he's one of those enforcers in that safety room. Speaking of safety room, we got a new number switch. And this is my guy, J-Rock. He will be rocking the number 1 for the 2023 season. He is tuned in, and he's ready to explode out there on the field and let people know who he is. And lock in, y'all, lock in. That number 1 do look good on him. We will see whether or not if the play on the field can be transferable too. Now, granted, the 1 been tainted just a little bit because, everybody know that Boss Man or Kelvin Joseph is a better way to say it, been rocking that number. So we will see if we can see some plays made from J-Rock, and I can't wait to see him out there on the field. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. And, of course, number 17 will be Brandon Aubrey. He will be the kicker, and we hope he make his kicks. Hey, he got the easiest, simple job to do, right? Just make the kicks, dog. That's all we want you to do, right? And, of course, my guy, Marquise Bell, he'll be wearing number 14. And we'll be seeing if he can make some plays out there. Now, there is another guy that's in the back with 4 and the 2 on his chest. We would love to see him with number 2 or number 22 or with just a different number than 42, but we're going to have to grow into loving 42. And granted, of course, Jordan Lewis will be wearing number 2 for the 2023 season, by the way. Let's go. And I can't wait to see, again, 40 ounce doing his thing. Yeah. And Dak Prescott all smiles for right now. He got to tune in and get focused in for the 2023 season. We see that this dude got to be laser locked in because a lot of people got their mindset thinking that he's about to fall off the map. So let's see what he can do for the 2023 season. And as well, if you look deeper, if you look right behind him, there's another quarterback, QB3, and his name is Trey Lance, and he's trying to pick up everything and gain everything as far as knowledge and of the system and everything else. It's reported, shout out to Nick Harris on this photo here, it's reported that Nasshon Wright is out of the boot, and he's getting ready and prepared to get things going in the best way possible for the Cowboys. And he's a guy that we need to see a great season out of him, too. This is a contract year for him, so let's salute to Nasshon Wright. And, of course, when you look at it, this is Trey Lance. I wonder why they didn't capture any photos of my guy Cooper Rush. But that's a whole nother story. They all looking at the throwing mechanics and seeing if he can pick up the playbook and beyond. And that is Trey Lance. Let's go, Trey Lance. Let's see what you can do, dog. Of course. My guy, C. Dangerous Lamb, and Stephon Gilmore, iron sharpen iron, those two side by side. All this going to do is make these boys elevate their game and get even better out there for first week and beyond. All right, so of course, Parsons doing Parsons things, always working on everything, and that's a great thing for us. Shout out to Parsons with the soft hands. Dak Prescott, once again, like I said, continue to grind and shine, and everything will work its way out. Now, most importantly, I know you guys see Dono, and I know you see Cedric Redwine, but I want you to pay attention to Tony Pollard. Yes, everything with Tony Pollard got to be precise for the 2023 season. Keep this in mind when you are on a franchise tag. Franchise tag is pretty much a prove-it year. Can you do what you did last year or better? And on top of that, this is like a contract year for him. So let's see what he can bring to the table. Let's continue to be the RB1 for right now. And, hey, go get it. Let's make it happen. Tony Pollard, like I said, with Bell, we all will be paying close attention to him and Damone Clark. I know our linebacker room is razor blade thin right now, and the Cowboys are looking to see if Marquise Bell can be that guy to stand tall and the rotational piece of all. Now, the breaking news of today was my guy. Tyler Smith left practice today. According to reports, he had a pulled hammy, and hamstrings can be lingering. And for a guard, a guy that's going to be down inside of the offensive line, you may can get by with a sore hamstring, but you may going to lose out when it's time to pull him, right? When it's time to get him out in space. I would say practice precaution. This is a long season, not a short one. Don't rush him back, and trust, your staff. So if Tyler Smith can get ready and be ready for week 1, then you put him out there. But if it takes 1 to 2 weeks for him to get ready, then do that. Don't rush him out there. We had some good sightings with Awesome Richards. We had some good sightings with TJ Bash. So this is the time you look into your depths and you pull from one of those guys to see whether or not they can stand tall. It's sad, but this is the reality of football. Take your time, Tyler Smith. Don't rush it. We got a long season, not a short one. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys.